Okay, this video is going to be some useful tips for getting to know Google Slides. So first thing you want to learn how to do is to create how to start a new Google Slides presentation. So there's three ways, simple ways to start a Google Slides presentation. One is to do it the old-fashioned way and start it in Google Drive. So if you open up your Drive, in the top left corner, click New, and then you click on Google Slides. It will allow you to create a brand new Google Slides presentation. The other way, another way to do it, a second way, is to go to slides.google.com. And what that takes you to the Google Slides website, which gives you a bunch of whole templates and shows you some of the older slides that you've created. Hit the blank button or choose a template, and you start creating a Google Slides presentation. The third way is very similar to the second way. Instead of typing slides.google.com, you take slides.new, and it bypasses the Slides website and takes you right to your blank Google Slides presentation, and you begin creating your presentation. So the next thing here on our list is going to go ahead and type your name on the title slide. So for this one here, just simply add in some text to your title slide. Here we go. And then the next thing you want to do is to add a new slide. So probably the easiest way to do it is to use the plus button here on the top left corner here of your toolbar. The other way to do it, beyond doing that, is using the keyboard command. If you're on a Chromebook or a PC, you would use, actually or a Mac, doesn't matter which one you're on, Control, and then push the letter M, and it creates a new one. So a couple easy ways to add new slides to your presentation. So again, just like we did for the title slide, you can click in one of the predetermined text boxes here to add text to your slide. There we go, very simple. So next what we're going to do here is how to take the text that you've typed and turn it into a link. So for example, we'll say that I am a fan of the Avengers. Okay, so what I want to turn this entire sentence. I could take the whole sentence, I could take one word, and I could turn whatever I want from this text into a clickable link. So I'm gonna select here this entire sentence, and I want to turn this into a link to a website about the Avengers. So once I select my text, I can go right here to my toolbar where it says Insert Link. Now, if you don't see it right now and you have the themes toolbar open here on the side, you want to X that out so you can see all the tools here on your toolbar. So right here, this is the link button. You can also access it by going to Insert Link, and there's actually a third way to do it. So if I select my text and I right click on it, I can go to link. So three ways to get a link. Turn your text or anything that's on your slide into a link. So there are a couple things I can do here. What it'll do right here, it tells me the text, show me the text that's going to become a link, and it'll actually allow you to search for websites. So, but if you want to, I can choose any one of these and click apply, and now this has become a link. So if we are in presentation mode, you click on it, and it becomes a link to a website about the Avengers. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get out of presentation mode. Now another way to do it, I'm going to go ahead and delete this real quick and retype it. Another way would be to, again, select it, choose one of my three ways to get a link on there. I can also do my own search to find a more specific website. Do my own search, and I can just pull the URL from any one of these copy the URL, and then paste it. And that's two of the ways in which to turn your text into a clickable link. So I'm going to go back over here to slide number 2 here. And one of the things that you're going to want to learn how to do is to insert a text box. Now right now we have text boxes that are already on this slide, so I wouldn't need to make a text box. But if I want to add another text box to it, I would just go. There's two ways to do it. There's a text box button right here, or I can go to Insert. Oops, here we go, and go to text box. Two ways. I draw the box as big or small as I want. Type in there, and I can have it. I can create as many text boxes as I like. The next one here, we're going to go ahead and start a new slide here, is to insert shapes. So right next to my near my text box tool right here is also the shapes tool, which is also in the insert button here. There we go, same thing. So I can go to the insert button, or I can use the actual button right here for shapes. So I can click on, this will be a rectangle. I can draw my rectangle. I can go here, I can draw out a circle if I like. Right, other things you can use different size shapes of arrows. You can do call outs are one of my favorite things to do for doing speech bubbles and thought bubbles. Very useful. And a variety of other things using the shapes tool. Next thing that we'll show you how to do is how to insert a line. This is your line button. Again, you can go to insert or go to the toolbox right here. So if I click on the little drop down next, it gives you all the different kind of lines that I can do. We can do a scribble line, which allows me to kind of scribble around. If I want to do just a simple regular line that's straight, I can do others that have an arrow at the end. So there's a variety of ways to insert a line on your on Google Slides. What you can do with the lines, which is useful, so I'll click on this one right here. I can make it thicker. So this is the line thickness button. Makes it thicker, and I can change the color of that line as well. Again, some tools there for inserting lines. Next thing we'll take a look at, we'll go ahead and add a new slide. I'm going to use Control M to add a new slide, is to insert word art. So in this case, you would have to go to the insert button and select word art from the menu. Type in your word art, hit whatever word you want, and you can go in there, and it's a nice big it's a little bit different than just typing regular text. You can also change the color of your word art. So go to the fill button right here to change it to a different color. There's a variety of things you can do with your word art. So next thing we'll take a look at is how to change the background of a slide. So what I tell people to do to change the background, a lot of times they'll be working inside one of these text boxes here, and you don't see the background button here anywhere. Because so what I like to tell everyone, click on the outside, the kind of gray area on the outside, either side, and then you see the background button right here. You can also access the background button by right-clicking out here and hit change background. Either way is going to give you the same menu, and you can change the color of the background of your slide. And hit done, and now that change has been applied. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add another slide real quick, and we're going to show you how to insert a YouTube video. So again, there's no quick toolbar button here for that, but you have to go to insert, click on video, there it is, and I can search. I can search right here, search YouTube. It can give me, it'll give me some search results here. Click on the video that I think I want, hit select, and what it'll do, it'll put the video in here, and I can resize it as small or as large as I want. Another way to do it is if I go back to insert video. If I go by URL, if I know a specific video that's not showing up in my search, that means I can go to YouTube. Now let's say I want to choose this video here. I'll just copy the URL, the address, and then paste it over here. And once it shows up here, hit select, and it puts it in there. So two quick, easy ways to insert a YouTube video. In addition, when I go to the video, insert video, if you have a video saved in Google Drive, you can search your drive for videos and input any of those into your slide as well. Let's start a new slide here. So another thing that you're going to want to do is learn how to do is to insert a comment. So that's very simple here. So let's say I'll put some practice text here. Say I want to leave a comment on this. I can highlight what I want to leave a comment on. Here's my comment button up here. Click comment and simply leave a comment on on that slide. Last thing you want to do is very simple, is to share these slides with somebody. So top right corner, you have the share button. Okay, make sure it is named, and I put in the email address of somebody who I would like to share it with. And I can change the permissions from edit, comment, or only view permissions. And hit send, and now that it has been shared with somebody.